You're a busy bloke.
Can be.
Yeah.
Can be. Try to pace it. Getting too old for the... I don't do the big long hours anymore. I can do it, but it hurts. Too much damage in the earlier days doing ridiculous hours for companies that don't respect you. And
Has that changed?
well, it has changed for me.
Yeah.
They pay me well because they know I can problem solve and make their life easier. If I make their life easier, then they don't mind looking after me. That's the difference.
Yeah. I guess you've also got the ability to say no now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the money's right, and I just charge daily now, and I just tell them where the budget's going.
Yeah.
So they're not freaking out.
Yeah.
And
do you very often say no to a job?
Oh, only if it's a stupid job, but not very often. There's a lot of stuff I just don't get involved in because I know it's a hassle, and sometimes the clients are too ratty. You know, some things you've got to take because you need the money and you know they're going to be paying, but then you regret it after. But you do it for pay the rent. That's a bit tricky. A lot of people want to work with me, but it's an amazing amount of people that don't seem to follow it through. So, you know, pass on a lot of skills. I don't know where the skills are coming from these days.
What's the state of the industry like? With new skills and new people?
Well, there isn't a lot of them around.
Yeah.
But then there isn't probably a lot of work in that area. Obviously, they're moving away from those areas. So, just the nature of the beast, I suppose. So I need to work in the areas that go quiet. I try to do my own stuff because it will come back around. Everything goes in cycles. You always go through bad cycles. 10 years or so, 15 years of bad cycle, then it comes around again. But you just got to be in it. I just don't keep in touch. I usually hang around with people who are younger ones who sort of keep in touch and let me know what's going on. I just don't go to the parties anymore and the shows.
Do you miss the parties?
Oh, hell no. No, I'm in the port, which they don't consider exists anyway. So I just try to make things, churn things along so you can spark some interest.
And a closing statement?
Closing statement. It's funny, it's really, I keep saying to people I can't complain. I chose to be what I am. And if you choose to be in this industry, you can't complain all the time. It's, you don't deserve an income or funding just because of what you are. You still got to put in and get around and make contacts and produce good work with good results and show people what can be done. So you're a sort of an ambassador for a struggling industry all the time. So I really dislike a lot of what happens with people who don't have the basic skills to understand how the rest of the world works. So it's really good to have a chat to someone before they make a fool of themselves or blow some funding or alienate. But you know,
you make your own luck, you might say.
Yeah, and I've made enough mistakes over a long period of time to try not to reproduce them. And try to see, you know, rely a lot more on your intuition. If something doesn't seem right or smell right, there might be something wrong there and you just need to check it out.
Yep.
And do the research, do the drawings, do the... One thing I learned is you got to build the stuff in your head right from the beginning. Imagine when you're quoting or when you're talking to stuff to businesses or clients or whatever, you just got to build it in front of them in your head. A piece of paper or something, and write it down and build it from the beginning to the end and then go backwards. And then all the things that haven't been thought of pop up and it drops your stress.